beautiful Capricorn friends, and welcome to your horoscope for May of 2022. And Capricorn, this month, it's actually really interesting. First of all, we have got Gemini energy taking a Mercury retrograde in Gemini. We've also got Jupiter moving into the energy of Aries. We've got a lunar eclipse in the energy of Scorpio, and both Venus and Mars moving into domicile, so moving into signs that they are comfortable in. But all that being said, whatever's going on for you this month, Capricorn, you have home court advantage. And what I mean by that is, like, you know how to navigate, or there's change available in your home space, but you have home court advantage. So even if things go a little sideways or crazy, or it gets busy, and it will get busy because we'll enter into Gemini season, you know how to handle this. So there's actually a lot of movement, I think, available for you this month, Capricorn, as we're moving through what May has to offer. So let's jump in and take a look. Right at the beginning of the month on the 2nd, we've got Venus moving into the energy of Aries. Now, this is going to light up your 4th house space. Venus is an attracting energy, okay? But it's also a planet of finance, of romance, of value, of bringing solution. So one of the questions I have for you, Capricorn, is in your house, in your home zone, physical space, domestic life, is there something that needs a healing salve put on it? Do you have a bathroom that needs to be repaired? Do you have something going on in your home space? And I would even extend this to, is there something going on in your home city or your home state, and you're actually having an attraction, like it's being pulled in? Maybe people, places, or things, or money is being pulled into it in some way. I want you to extend that and think about this domestic zone as more than just your physical house this month, because there's just this energy, like you just have this home court advantage all month long that is really pulling in, but it is absolutely going to get busy and crazy. Now, also, other things to consider while Venus is traveling in this Aries energy is that the tendency can be, I'm going to go out and get it and make it happen. And really, you don't need to do that. Remember, let Venus attract it into you. If you have put out the information, if you have made the request to get the quote, if you have had the conversation, then you let Venus attract to you. Let Venus do the heavy lifting. It's much more capable than you are on your own, okay? Now, as we get to the 3rd of the month, we're going to see Jupiter, who's still in Pisces at this point, in a sextile to Pluto, who is in your sign and is also retrograde. Now, as Jupiter and Pluto come together in this particular sextile, one of the things that I get excited about is because you know it's time to grow. It's time for something to take an expanded view. And you've retrograded, okay? Pluto's been working in your sign since 2008. So you have changed, you have upgraded, you have phoenixed from one thing to the other. There's a different version of Capricorn energy that is available. And now, I think as we're traveling with this particular transit, you're ready to grow and accept responsibility and move into your next purpose and feel that sense of my motivations and my ambitions are aligned here. And here's what makes me a good resource and a good person in my life and my world. And I think that this is really not only because it's the sextile, which means it's easier, but because it's the sextile, you're taking intelligent action to take advantage of the opportunity. So this is definitely a growth aspect for you, whatever it is, but I think you're stepping into it with quite a willingness to do the growth work and shoulder the responsibility of what your purpose is here. On the 4th and the 5th, I will just share with you, we'll go more into this in the weekly, but we're going to see the Sun and Uranus traveling together in the energy of Taurus. Okay, so this lights up the 5th house space for you. So expect the unexpected, okay? Things with your children, things that bring you pleasure, things that are your self-expression, things that have to do with pleasure and resource and things that are stimulating, sports events, theater, luxury, I think also lives a little bit in this 5th house. But just expect the unexpected, because absolutely anything is possible, okay? Because remember, Uranus and Taurus is waking up a mountain, so you never know what gems and jewels you're going to find. And whatever does present itself to you, Capricorn, again, you have so much home court advantage this month of really knowing, I think, what's going on around you, that whatever this presents, you're perfectly able to handle it. Now, as we get to the 10th of the month, I would love for you to put a little circle on the calendar and know that not only the 10th, but definitely the 10th, but the 10th through really the 18th of this month, this is a stacked pack full of like 8 days that are really energetically concentrated, okay? On the 10th, we've got Mercury stepping into retrograde in the energy of Gemini at 4 degrees. Now, the Mercury retrograde is going to go all the way from the 10th until June 3rd, where it will come out of retrograde at 26 degrees of Taurus. So very specifically for you, Capricorn, on your chart, locate 4 degrees of Gemini moving back to 26 degrees of Taurus. What were you working on before in these degrees? Because that is exactly what this retrograde is taking you back to reconnect, re-edit, revise, rethink, reconnect, reunion. It's bringing you back to an idea, a conversation, maybe a money-making event that is coming back into your life at this particular time. Now, if you have Mercury retrograde in your chart, you may not feel like you're running back into something. It can actually be an energy that's trying to flower you and bring you out. Right? So the rest of us are running in, going back to ideas, and you're taking ideas that are maybe you've had them from the past or you've had them previously, and it's time for you to bring those out. So keep that in mind if you have Mercury retrograde in your chart. Now, also on the same day, we're going to see Jupiter move into the energy of Aries. So again, this is this 4th house space. So I just have this sense for you as Jupiter's in Aries. Like that 4th house is expanding, your home court advantage, really having a name. I keep seeing the word legacy showing up for you, and you are ready to expand this. Now, the brilliant part about Jupiter in Aries is that to get it done, to get your expansion done, all you need to do is initiate. Just take action. Start taking action. Start initiating some things, and that will almost guarantee that Jupiter not only expands it out for you, but provides the resources to bring that luck and that blessing and that new horizon to your table. But you've got to just step in and initiate a little bit of action, and then again, let Jupiter do the heavy lifting here. Put it forward confidently, and let's see what you build. Now, other things I do think are quite possible, because it is the 4th house zone, is that is somebody traveling to your home. And remember, your home state, your actual physical home. Is somebody leaving your home? They're traveling out of your home. Is there an expansion to your home in some ways? Babies come in, parents come in, siblings come in. You know, we add another room, or we add another something. Is there an expansion to your housing area? This is definitely an opportunity of things we can see between May and October of this year. And then, of course, between December and May of 2023, we'll head in that direction. Now, as we get to the 16th, we're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Scorpio. Okay, now the full moon is asking us to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. So we need to create a shift in energy here, okay? Now, in this scorpionic body, one of the things we're being asked to do is to surrender what we've been power struggling with. Surrendering the things that are not allowing us to actually, they're preventing our growth forward. We've been holding on to it for too long, and like the snake, we have to shed the dead skin and move on and move to what's next. For you, this very much so is showing up around social things, social media, virtual engagements, friendships, and maybe even, I think, at this particular moon, instead of just being this wiping out of this area of your life, I do think that the universe is kind, Capricorn. So you may be surrounded by new energy, new people, new groupings, new hope for organizations that actually breathes new life into what you've got going on, and allows this area of your life to look different than it has before. Whatever it is, there is a shedding because it's preventing the growth moving forward. As we get to the 20th, we're going to see the sun move into the energy of Gemini, bringing light, heat, life, vitality, nosiness to the max, and a busy energy. Gemini is curious. I want to know things. So in your daily routines, you could find things are speeding up, lots of conversation, lots of emails, all the text. You're having constant communications about things. It's just getting busy. You're needing to make a lot of decisions. Now, yes, the ruling planet of Gemini is in retrograde, but still you could be having to make forward decisions on conversations that have happened in the past, right? So I just want you to keep in mind that Gemini season is going to bring a networking, a busyness, a conversation that really is going to be some of the light of your life and help you be infused and inspired moving forward. On the 22nd, that Mercury energy is going to move back into the energy of Taurus. So now you can scope out 29 to 26 degrees of Taurus and what were you working on before? And also think about it quite practically. Is there a Taurus in your life that you need to go back to and have a conversation with of whatever variety? It's still Mercury, okay? As we get to the 24th of the month, we're going to see we're going to see Mars move into the energy of Aries. So it too is comfortable, home court advantage. It's in domicile, but Mars in Aries is single focus. So this is where I would like to bring your attention to all the way until July with your actions. Get real single focused. What is going on? Where are your hands? Put your head where your hands are, Capricorn. Work on this because the tendency is going to be, it's Gemini season, to get scattered. Delegate, 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 because you've got to do like one thing at a time. The scattered energy will have your energy scattered and it's ineffective. Okay, now it doesn't mean you're not called and they're not beckoning your name in multiple ways. What color should I put here? What do I do here? What do I do about this? You may be called, but have people set up to help you answer those questions so that you can get steady focused into the one event that you are taking action on, okay? On the 28th, we see Venus move into the energy of Taurus, again, comfortable in domicile there. Now, this brings up your pleasure principle, right? Do you have a pleasure principle in place? What is going on in your fifth house? Is the house of joy, pleasure, play. This is the house of expression, of romance, of love, the house of children. Okay, so what is going on around you at this point in the month, Capricorn, where you're seeing and experiencing pleasure and joy? What's going on for your children that they're experiencing pleasure and joy and laughter? Maybe it's an event, they're attending a sporting event, their favorite movie, there's a birthday party. What is going on here? But Venus is bringing the pleasure principle to the table. She's moving slower, attracting in things that have also long-standing, long-lasting, enduring value into our lives. So eat this season up. We will experience Venus in the energy of Taurus until June 22nd. So really enjoy the pleasure, the value, the attracting in relationships and finance to you that I think really you crave. And remember, you've got this sense, Capricorn, I think, of actually knowing how to navigate what is around you, okay? Now, as we close out this month on the 30th, we're going to have a new moon in the energy of Gemini at 9 degrees. So planting these seeds of intention in your daily routine, in work, in a project, in your health, your mental wellness, as well as your physical wellness, being of service to other people. At this particular new moon, though, I have the sense that you're actually wrapping something up and you've been given so much information, or maybe you're gathering information at this new moon that over this next 4 weeks, over this next, year, honestly, from the information, Gemini, that you gather, you're going to be able to make some really neat decisions that allow you to flower out differently or be more effective or just feel like you're in the right contracts and arrangements that are the best for you. But there's certainly a high networking aspect to it. So plant your seeds of intention to network, to be the kind of busy you want to be, to find out the information you need to excel moving forward. Whatever it is, I really want to give you home court advantage as the motto. Get strong, get centered, get grounded. you do know what you're doing. And if you don't, there is a resource available around you to help you make the decision and understand what needs to happen next. You've got the potential for a really delicious month on your hands, Capricorn. So use your energies well. Please let me know in the comment section down below how this is panning out, what's happening in your home zone. Let me know that down below. I'm always curious how the manifestations are actually going for you. So let me know down below. I love you, Capricorn. Bye.